Hello guys, welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather channel. Please subscribe to my channel for daily Chelsea updates. Guys, time waits for nobody. Time waits for nobody. Today was Chelsea Meltdown Day. Chelsea fan meltdown day. Everybody was mourning, was crying. Lewis Hall is on his way to Newcastle. Our boy, our captain, Reece James himself, injured again. Hamstring injury has knocked him out for 2 to 3 months, probably 3 months or more. Who knows? It is what it is. James is gone till like Christmas. I mean, I'm laughing because I can't cry. It is what it is, guys. But hey, as I mentioned, time waits for nobody. We have to move on. And what am I, talking about? The number 3 of the trifecta of meltdown day was Olise deal falling apart. The Michael Olise deal fell apart. But guys, wipe the tears. Wipe the tears. Bradley Barcola. Let me take a look at the name, make sure that I got that right. Bradley Barcola. Bradley Barcola, that's the 20-year-old winger from Lyon. Guys, you all can tell, hands up. Have you ever heard of that name before? If you know that name, then that means you're in the business of being a football scout, or you play that game, the manager game. Football, manager game. I don't play the game, so I've never heard of this name before in my life. I'll be honest, but based on reports and based on what I have read up, it appears that Bradley is one of the up and common talented young players in Europe. He's a right winger who can actually pretty much play all across the front line. He can play on the right, he can play on the left, he can play in the middle as a sort of false nine. Guys, what makes him a good fit for this Chelsea team is what I just mentioned. Versatility, the fact that he has both a right and a left foot. He can play anywhere. He can play inside. He can play outside, and he scores his fair share of goals. He has, a double-digit assists. I believe he has around 10 assists or so is what he had last season. He's only 20 years old. He's still up and coming. I mean, I'll be honest. He's our plan B, obviously, because our plan A fell apart. The plan A deal was supposed to be Michael Olise. Notwithstanding that Olise was is currently hurt. He's currently injured, but and supposed to be back on the field sometime by next month. The reality is Olise was a sort of sure bet. The price was fair, was cheap actually. It was a cheap deal, 35 million pounds for a player on the level of Olise. That was a hell of a deal. Well, that deal fell apart and gone up in smoke, right? And so right now we're on to plan B, and plan B appears to be Bradley Barcola, right? And Lyon is asking for somewhere in the neighborhood of 42 million pounds. Guys, as I mentioned, we thought that we got lucky on the CP deal, the Crystal Palace deal, but we got mugged. I mean, Crystal Palace, got us. They held our neck. They mugged, Boehly, shook him down, threatened to report him and the entire, Chelsea team to tribunal for tapping the player. In other words, trying to basically making contact with a player without obtaining prior authorization from the club, given that the player is currently under contract. And I mean, but guys, everybody does it. I mean, everybody does it. It is what it is. Um, this deal probably would have honestly, from my point of view, the Olise deal would have gone through had he been like keen on the move. I have doubts and questions as to whether Olise was strong-headed into wanting this deal just as much as, let's say Moises Caicedo was strong-headed and say, I must go to Chelsea. Had Olise had that kind of mindset, it would have been a totally different story right now. But he was kind of neither here nor there. And so that is how we've found ourselves to Plan B. And Plan B looks like a talented player who is going to be a nice mix, a nice fit into the current crop of players that Todd Boehly is putting together for Pochettino. In that he's a player that appears to understand how to move, within space, how to play with his, head up. He's not, limited to 1 foot. So, he does bring a little bit of predictability in his approach to the game, which is what you want from a wide player, from a player that's playing on the wing, that's going to have space and have some one-on-ones from time to time. And so but hey, keeping in mind, when you have a player the caliber of Bradley Barcola, there's always going to be at least one other team that's in the running, and in this case, is none other than our nemesis in the market. In this market, PSG. PSG also has an interest in this player. I believe they already had a 35 million euro, whether it's euros or pounds, but I believe is 35 million bid that was turned down by Lyon. Lyon is holding out for 42 million pounds. And so I don't know how this is going to play out, right? We don't know. I mean, this is not like a target that we have. This is not like the Caicedo deal, where Caicedo was our number one target, and we had been basically working on the player and know the player inside out, know the player's agent and their camp and all that stuff. This is a sort of backup plan, so let's just keep our fingers crossed and see what happens on this deal, because as things stand right now, we do have a void for one more attacking player, and so that's what we had thought that we had with Olise, but that deal fell apart. And so let's hope that this Bradley deal is going to be the deal that's going to put us back to where we were hoping that we're going to be. Guys, how do you feel about the possibilities of this deal? Please leave your comments below. Share this video, like this video, and good night.